Have you ever just stared at a paper utility bill, realized it's literally due today, and panicked about a late fee? Well, what if I told you that managing your water bill online takes less than 5 minutes, basically guarantees you'll never miss a payment, and even gives you data to help lower your costs? Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're giving you a complete, beginner-friendly walkthrough on how to pay your Glendale water bill online. We're going to show you exactly how to save time, avoid the headaches, and manage your monthly utilities completely digitally. But before you jump on your computer, we have to start with a surprisingly critical question. Which Glendale do you actually live in? I know, it sounds like a joke, but it's a real administrative hurdle. You see, there are actually several municipal Glendales scattered across the U.S., and each one operates a completely different digital portal with its own unique policies, vendors, and fee structures.
Okay, let's dive into this. We've got a roadmap to clear up the confusion and get you set up today. We'll start with 1, the Great Glendale Mix-Up. Then 2, setting up your account. 3, exploring your payment options. 4, autopay and tracking savings. 5, spotting scams and security. And finally 6, a recap and final tips.
All right, section 1, the Great Glendale Mix-Up, sorting the geography. So this geographic overlap has created a highly fragmented landscape. Before you type in a web address, you need to know exactly which system belongs to your city. If you're in Glendale, California, you're using a monthly system called MYGWP, which actually just replaced their old legacy eCare portal. Over in Glendale, Arizona, use Customer Connect, which is a monthly portal powered by Paymentus. But look at Wisconsin. They bill on a quarterly cycle and have this incredible zero-fee processing policy where the utility actually absorbs the transaction costs. And in Colorado, Glendale's water is managed regionally by Denver Water. Now, for our walkthrough today, we're going to focus primarily on the 2 largest jurisdictions, California and Arizona.
Moving right along to Section 2, setting up your account, a beginner's walkthrough. Now that you know your portal, let's get you registered so you can access all these great tools. Let's start with Glendale, California's MYGWP portal. The absolutely crucial thing to know here is that even if you use their old eCare system, you still have to re-register to set up these new secure credentials. But it's super straightforward. First, you just enter a verified email address and pick a password. Second, drop in your first and last name. Third, add your primary phone number and an extension if you have one. And finally, check the box to agree to the City of Glendale, California terms of service. Boom, it's that simple. Now let's see how this works for folks in Glendale, Arizona. Their Customer Connect portal has a specific requirement you really need to be aware of. To start a brand new service, you actually have to complete the initial setup over the phone or in person. This involves ID verification and a $25.77 setup fee that will pop up on your first bill. Once that's out of the way, you're clear to register for the online portal. Just grab a paper bill to find 2 critical pieces of info, your customer number and the ZIP+4 code shown on the statement. Once you have those, you can register right on the Customer Connect portal.
Okay, section 3. Exploring your payment options, flexibility, and ease.
Setting up the account is just the start. The real magic is how effortlessly you can pay your bill. Digital infrastructure has evolved so much, and in Glendale, California, you've got options. The absolute best route? The direct MYGWP electronic transfer. Why? Because it processes your electronic funds completely free of any processing fees. But hey, if you prefer other methods, they have a 24/7 automated pay-by-phone line at 855-798-1539. You can still mail a check to P.O. Box 29099, or if you're out running errands, you can drop it in the physical drop box located right at the main entrance and driveway of 141 North Glendale Avenue. Now, what's really fascinating here is how Glendale, Arizona has embraced modern tech through Paymentus. They actually offer a zero-fee guest pay checkout if you're in a rush and just don't feel like logging in. But the real game changer is that they accept digital wallets. Yes, you can literally pay your municipal water bill using PayPal or Venmo. They also have a 24/7 automated phone line and a super convenient 24/7 physical payment kiosk right outside City Hall at 5850 West Glendale Avenue that takes cash, credit, or debit. Next up, Section 4, Autopay and Tracking Savings, Empowering Your Wallet. You know, these portals aren't just digital cash registers. They're analytics tools that can automate your life and proactively lower your bills. Setting up autopay means you never miss a due date, but there are some nuances you definitely need to catch to avoid hidden costs. In California's MGWP, autopay deducts right from your checking account or charges your credit card on the precise due date. In Arizona's Customer Connect, autopay via a direct bank account is completely free. But, and this is a big but, if you schedule recurring charges on a credit or debit card, it's going to hit you with a convenience fee. So the takeaway here? Link your autopay directly to your checking account to maximize efficiency and skip those unexpected fees.
And the benefits go way beyond just paying the bill, especially inside California's MYGW portal. They have this data browser that lets you visualize their water use trends over time. There's a green button feature where you can actually download the raw data of your usage. The usage forecast will even project your totals before the billing cycle ends. But honestly, my absolute favorite feature is the high bill alerts. The system will actively ping you if your consumption spikes unexpectedly. It's basically a personal financial safeguard against a leaky pipe draining your bank account.
Let's shift gears to Section 5, spotting scams and security, protecting your data. With all this digital convenience, we've got to talk about staying vigilant. Utility scams are unfortunately really common, and keeping your account secure is absolutely critical. I want you to listen to this direct quote from Glendale Water and Power. They state, "GWP never asks you for payment or threatens to disconnect your service over the phone. Additionally, GWP will never ask you to pay your bills by purchasing money packs or gift cards or advise you to make payments into virtual currency ATMs." This is such high-value advice. If you get a phone call demanding a gift card to keep your water running, just hang up. It's a scam. Going directly through your official digital portal is the only safe, verified way to handle your account. All right, bringing it home with Section 6, recap and final tips. Your digital advantage. Let's quickly summarize how to take action on what we've covered today. First, identify your exact portal based on your state, whether that's CA, AZ, WI, or CO. Second, gather your docs. Have your customer ID and that ZIP+4 code from your paper statement handy. Third, automate everything to save time by setting up autopay, again, preferably linked to a checking account. Fourth, leverage those data tools to track your usage and lower future bills. And finally, stay vigilant against scams. No gift cards. Quick heads up before we finish. Municipal policies, administrative fees, and portal procedures are always subject to change. So, as a general rule of thumb, always double-check the current details directly with your specific municipality's official website or customer service lines.
Which brings us to our final thought. With seamless digital tools, zero-fee payment options right from your checking account, and deep data insights that are specifically designed to help you keep cash in your pocket, what's stopping you from automating your utility bills today? Seriously, go grab that paper bill, log on, and make it the very last piece of utility mail you ever have to worry about. Thanks for hanging out with us for this explainer, and we will see you next time.